So hello friends, this is the fifth video of my series reviewing 100 Indian novels, and I have published 4 videos on 4 different novels, and today I have decided to keep my reading light. Okay, so earlier the works were very high on the concepts and very deep in the themes, but today the themes are I think it is deep, it is complicated, but yet presented in a very light way, and it is made for children's. Okay, so even children's can read, and today's book is obviously written by a very student friendly and children friendly writer, Ruskin Bond, and his starting work, The Room on the Roof. Okay, so Room on the Roof is about a boy who is exploring his world. He's This is a not just a slice of life. It actually takes you into a journey through the life of this boy who is tormented, who is in a very terrible situation. He breaks free from that situation and doesn't strict himself or see himself very confined to that as his totality. Okay, he skips out of that situation and finds his way into the world. Okay, in the process of this, he obviously faces a lot of problems, and this is where Ruskin Bond brings lots of twists and turns. The writing is obviously very fluid. Obviously, Ruskin Bond's writing is very made for reading for very young people. Okay, so as a grown up, you will find it too childish sometimes, but obviously, it is his very prior work. So the writing is still very nice. Okay, complicated. There is no there's not a lot of complications, and the characters are okayish. Okay, the main character is going through a lot of ups and downs. There is a solid character arc of the main character. Some side characters, I believe, were flat, either too cliched and simplistic, because obviously I can not point it out because it was considering that Ruskin Bond's very earlier work, obviously maybe his first work. Okay, so Room on the Roof is very first work, and it is obviously winner of this prize, which is John Levin Rhys Prize, whatever it is. So this prize he won, and this is obviously a very good book. This is a light read. Okay, obviously after reading, if you go through my recommendations, the first 4 are very tough on the themes, and very critical social problems are picked up. Here this social problem is based on the children. So how children are tortured, and sometimes, if obviously this boy is not with his parents, he is living with other people. Okay, and who are obviously for English people. So he's obviously, there is an identity crisis in his life. He's facing a lot of identity problems, and he's not able to fit in the society. He is expressing himself. He's seeing people play colors and celebrate festivals, but he is not very much rooted to this Indian culture, and finding it very problematic to fit into the society. So these all these things are identity and societal problems, and coping up is brought up very nicely. Based on the writing, I would say the scenes are very nicely done. Okay, if plot by plot, if you go at the writing perspective, I can say the scenes are very vividly portrayed. You can obviously be very immersed in the scenes. The starting opening, where you see the rattling of the Dehra streets. Okay, the cycle on the rattling on the Dehra streets, and this one by one the friends come and just sit on this one cycle bicycle. Okay, on the handle and on the seat, everywhere the people sit. And then this boy also takes shelter because it is raining, and this Punjabi boy is riding through the streets. Okay, so everyone wants to go home early, fast, and takes the help of this boy who can uh, help them reach home faster. Okay, so there's also very vivid scenes. Okay, the Dehra is explained in a very vivid manner. Obviously you can see in his works, in the various works, he establishes the overall theme and the scene of there in a very vivid way, as he is seeing. Obviously he wants us to experience it in the same way, and it is very clearly portrayed. The main character obviously goes through a very drastic character change. He's The starting point is very light, but towards the end, as you go, the characters become more intense. Obviously this main character becomes protagonist, becomes more and more intense. His experiences are not very good. He falls in love with his obviously you have one point, he has to survive, and he uh, he starts taking tuitions of a boy, okay, Kishan, and falls in love with his mother. Maybe so it's a very interesting sometimes, but overall the plot obviously resonates around this boy and his struggles. So other characters are not very deep, but they are there playing the role and moving the plot forward, so they are basically plot devices. And otherwise the whole thing, the pacing and everything is handled very nicely. It is a great thing for the first time writers to understand how the crafting of scenes and the writing, the lucid the nature of the writing, the style, and how the words are used in a very interesting way. His choice of words are also very nice, as we obviously see. And later on, when the later parts of work you see in the Ruskin Bond, he has obviously improved in his style of writing, his work, and the writing style. I mean, basically the voice is still the same, but style has little bit evolved from here. So obviously this is a very good read. For a light read, you can definitely, if you are plus 12, you can obviously go for this. It is a very easy and very small book, not very big. Obviously the chapters are very small, that's why it is elaborated and over a very large range of chapters. But it is, the chapters are obviously there is a nice illustration, there are beautiful illustrations. You see the last scene, absolutely last scene, the first scene where you see, this is published by this Puffin books, okay, but illustration is very good. You see this in the chapter 1, you see this boy, beautiful illustrations are there everywhere, here and there. So you will not find it very difficult and boring, because everywhere you see, every second page you see the illustrations and pictures which are very nice. Obviously you will read through these pages, and then you can connect to this picture, because it just takes you there, the moment where this entire scene was taking place. So you will feel very much like connected to this book. Overall I felt very connected. This was I read it very early, like I was in very small, I read it then. Later on I bought this book, and I was in school, I got this from library. So obviously you can read it, you can get book anywhere. If you want, I can put the link on in my descriptions as well, so you can very easily check the books there. And okay, that is it for the fifth video of my series. I will try to bring more on the Indian novels. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Later on, let's see, I will delve on more complicated ones and keep light in certain sections, so that the suggestions become very coherent, and you can easily follow up with the suggestions, so you don't get a lot of difficult books one after the other, and find reading them very lethargic and very boring. Okay, so that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Okay.